Why hello fellow mountaineers, Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, Episode 10, Cramped Quarters. Given that this stuff is rotting out in the fields, let's go ahead and, outside, let's go ahead and have Liara wake up just to trade with this merchant caravan early. They probably don't want to buy that stuff, but who knows. I can sell dirt. Imagine coming all this way to our little corner of the world and be like, dirt, please. So they want the flimsy hatchets, a headscarf. Oh, they'll even buy, like, iron nuggets. It might sound crazy, but, like, I'm somewhat tempted to do that. This flimsy armor, I'm sure, is, like, ruined, as is the flimsy helmets. Maces. Mail armor. Most of this stuff is just garbage. And I certainly don't need metal armor, because I have tons of it. Even the battery ammo you can take. I can sell the raw silver, and I might want to if there's something really worth buying from them. Because I have so much silver that is, like, almost crippling. It's a problem. So winter clothing, sturdy. Do I keep sturdy clothing? Yeah, I think I do, right? I'll buy their sturdy clothing. What else do we want? I'll buy their simple healing kits, because I'm not really producing my own just yet. I can buy a pyre from them. That'd be weird. Sell the oak sapling. M. Holm, thank you for the sub, by the way. I could buy a limestone brick. That'd be weird, too. I don't really need more leather at the moment. I don't need... Oh, you know what? I could buy herbs. Regular healing kits. I did set to dismantle sturdy clothing. Alright, I'll get rid of that then. Only flimsy. This looks like a pretty good trade. Oh, I do want carrot seeds. I'm going to buy all their carrot seeds. So let's also start to buy their food. And I'll sell... Oh, this is selling food. Wait, no, this is acquiring. I read that backwards. I'm going to start buying their food. Because I'm going to want it for the winter. I'll even buy apple saplings. I'll plant some apple trees at some point. A fine cap works for me. So, other food. That might be it. We can afford this trade as is. We proffer up a lot of garbage. We buy a lot of stuff we want. Oh, here's some more edibles. It's overpriced, but, like, I don't care. We have so much silver, it's stupid. So. Cool. Iskania converted to Devout Oak Brethren. Oh, from Devout to Practicing. So she, like, got less zealot. Can we sell the cow? Yeah, the cow is actually pretty handy. Like, if we're really hurting in the middle of the winter to slaughter. Because if you figure the animals eat things that we don't. They eat hay and animal feed. So it's not like we're competing with them for food. So allowing them to you know, to eat the hay grass is fine. We'll just have to rope her into the pen. But this pen is now big enough to accommodate, you know, cattle, no problem. I can also double the trough. That was a good trade. And now they're going to be annoying me pacing around the base for a while. Oh, yeah, I forgot that I have, like, this stuff over here that they might have bought that wasn't in the stockpile. I don't think they were actually... Were they buying gambesons? I don't recall. Let me put that back in the stockpile and check. Once Lara is up. Oh, they have flawless winter clothing? Wait, where was that before? And more sturdy winter clothing? Hang on. I feel like I would have... Maybe I didn't notice? Is it worth buying textbooks? I mean, maybe, because I could part with, like, a stupid amount of silver that I don't need. Because I don't need 30,000 unprocessed silver. I would be... They don't even have the weight for it all, though. We're going to run into weight problems. So I'll buy as much silver as they can, like, hold. So they can hold maybe, like, 8,000 raw silver. No. 7,000 raw silver. Nope. 6,000? Yeah, they can hold 6,000 raw silver. So I'll balance the budgets. Because, yeah, I mean... I would be happy to get rid of some of this raw silver. Obviously, smelting it ourselves and processing it would be, like, to our benefit, but I don't need such a giant stockpile of it. It's actually a problem. So here is the mail armor that was flimsy. Yeah, so that they would buy it. It was just not in the stockpile before. They don't have the carry weight, though. I will take your gold coins, and then buy an ice block. Sure. Ice blocks weigh a lot. They're not worth a lot, so. So here... Materials, manufactured, ice block. Eventually we're going to want to... Well, actually, let me undo that. I'm already going to regret that. I set this up in such a way that it could store a very finite amount of ice, and that's on purpose. Ice for food. Very high. And because you don't want an entire stockpile full of ice... necessarily. So we'll just put the ice there. Where our food is stored. There's only one corpse left. And that was the corpse that I think was stuck inside of our room. Which is why it was the last. So before I forget, dismantle. Damaged stuff. Flimsy stuff. Oh, okay. I don't dismantle sturdy stuff. I sold a winter clothing before? Yeah, okay. That was an accident. But we bought it back. It also frees up a lot of silver from this pile. We do have blacksmithing researched, but I don't have the even space for blacksmithing at the moment. But we'll eventually smith that into coins. So Liara is out here helping with farming. Yeah, I think that's what happened is, like, we just got so behind on our farming tasks because we were so busy. But we're catching up now. And the last corpse is now being burned. That should help with the moods a lot, so we don't see the saw-dead body. Yeah, with sturdy weapons, I was dismantling, not sturdy clothing. Sturdy clothing's fine. Sturdy weapons, I think we could do better. So I think if all of the current mining tasks are finished, our little mountain is physically isolated. The only problem is we have no way of getting up there, so I will put... Well, I don't want to put stairs. I'll put for now, a ladder, because stairs would help the animals get up. I'll put a ladder here to be able to traverse it. And then maybe, like, a little stone block arch over our stairwell. It's not how it's going to be forever. It's just a temporary setup. I do intend to have stairwell leading from this temporary room that will become an infirmary at some point. One thing at a time. So yeah, what's left is they become ash. Yeah, they create ash, burning up the corpses. And then bones just like decay into nothing, I think. So the reason I put in ladders is if it was a... Actually, a ramp would be fine. There's really nothing up this mountain that I care for the animal. Like, they can... Maybe I will replace it with a ladder eventually, because I don't... Giving them access to it, it's like, there's nothing up there. Crops. There's no crops up there yet. For them to eat, that would be a problem. So, like, allowing them to roam would be alright. Can we rope a cow? Yes. Cool. So it's a weird tiered base, but you know, it's starting to take form and shape. And then the old stockpile, oops, is just about removed. There's almost nothing left in there. I want to turn off the wall torches so we don't bother burning fuels. I should have done that like a bajillion years ago. And then eventually, maybe in the spring, because, you know, these fields are still productive. In the spring... Or whenever you guys vote on it, we'll make an effort to move the crop fields over closer to the base, so it's a lot easier to farm. Oh, you have a force-equipped hat? I don't recall forcing a hat on your head. But yeah, I can go through the colonists here, and... Oh, the other thing I could do... is apparel. So let's all apparel edit this and say let's duplicate it because you can't change the default apparel. So copy it and nice clothes. So this will be non-tattered. We'll do 55 plus and non-flimsy. for winter and summer clothes. And then put everyone on nice clothes. Which is to say, some people are going to get a little naked for a bit, as you can see. Because, oh, geez, yeah. Some of them are forced. Yeah, I need to do a better job of clothing. Tailoring falls to Tralla, and Tralla's been cooking. So we'll keep it, let me check. We're keeping up on cooking, so I'm going to reduce the amount of meals down to like 20 from 30, and then focus our energy on tailoring up clothes. And then the other thing over in the management is caps. So for headgear, we're going to go to the caps, copy it, winter caps, and this will be 55 and non-flimsy for caps, headbands, headscarves, hoods, headpieces if we have any. Just things that I think, really, I'll just do all of them, I guess. Maybe not sackcloth hood or heretic crown. Things that, like, maybe keep our head. So I'll call this hats, then. Nice hats. And put nice hats on everyone. Even Rager. Because if I do what I should be doing, which is to make sure that nobody has to go melee, he doesn't really need a helmet. I can keep a helmet close to the door in case he needs to throw one on before battle. But it should be okay. Burgon, thank you for the sub. The resub. Welcome to the stream, dude. So there's a lot of flimsy stuff that needs to get, like, melted down. That also brings me to another point, which is I could put a furnace here for smelting. So I'm just going to stick one here. I'll move it to, like, a better spot eventually, but it can go there for now. And that will allow me to smelt the garbage armor that we have into stuff that's more useful. Yeah, this is giving access to the archer area, but if there's a imminent threat, I could just break the ladder real quick. We're just about done digging out the trenches to prevent any sort of access. We have like 1, 2, 3 spots left. So it is a problem now, but it won't be a problem in like by the end of today. Thank you for pointing it out though, because I obviously big derped not too long ago on that. Cabbage, yes. You a goat named Doggy? Yo. What? Also, it's time to slaughter Vuna. Sorry, Vuna. You mean the wooden staircase out front? Yeah, yeah. That's going bye-bye very, very soon. As soon as the rest of the channels are dug. And I think that's the last channel to be dug. So let's quickly analyze. From this tier, they can't get over. Here, they can't get over. Here, they can't get over. That's being dug. Here, they can't get over. And there's channels all around here. And they can't get over from this. And then there's a hole there as well. Yep, so it is impassable. Our mountain is now completely physically impassable to anyone outside. And I can prove it by locking the door and then trying to path onto the mountain from the outside and then probably failing, I'd imagine. So I'll have Scumdog do that. Yep. Can't get up. It's all red. Can... Now the other thing is, I I'm going to have to create alternative paths for them on the east part. So, like, I can get here, right? No problem, but I can't get here. So if raids spawn there, they're going to go a little crazy. It's actually bad to have raids not have pathing, because it can become a problem. No, don't deconstruct the door. Urgh. Just unlock it. Default. And default state. So, yeah, before that becomes an issue, I will create pathing for them, which is actually a bit of a problem because some of the areas are not like I can't build a staircase here, so I might have to rework it so that they don't have access to my mountain, but they have access to get off. Which is a lot more limestone than I wanted to use, but there. That gets them off the mountain. Is there natural pathing here? Yes. Yeah, there is. But I'll add ramp here anyway. And there's natural pathing down that way. Not that that leads anywhere, but you only spawn at the map edge, and I don't think they're going to spawn here. There's probably some like validity checks anyway, I'd imagine, to make sure that like they aren't super stupid for pathing wise. Now I'm telling Trala, who is naked, to cook, and if cooking is done, tailor. So we should get... He should be wearing clothes soon. Hopefully. Yep, okay. He's already working on that. Good. So that's a bit of an investment project, but it will keep raiders from losing their ability to path, and I think that's for the best. Some of my colonists, settlers here, have like forced clothing. Once we have some good spare clothing, I will unforce it so they can wear what they want. Because when you force it, it will become like tattered and worthless, and they won't take it off until it decays on them. So Trala's production... Here, let me bring that up to 6. What's happening right now is it's counting a bunch of things that are not good. In RimWorld, you can set like a minimum counter to be like, don't count things that are like awful. But what's happening now is it's counting a bunch of things that should be shredded and decommissioned to fulfill the requirements, which is not something that I want. So I'm having him not count that. The ruined clothing in the queue. Because obviously he's running around naked and he needs to put clothing on. Scumdog is 26 and became gluttonous. Oh, joy. So, yep. We have a bunch of people that are getting gourmand and glutton. I see the path. Everyone wants to get nice and fat. It's going to make my life harder to keep them fed. The college 20 hitting them hard. I know, right? So likewise with the other clothing, any items that are flimsy or sturdy, let's say, will just melt down. And then create another one of any clothing, regardless of quality, unless it's flawless, that is low on hit points, but remove the weapons. Because lower hit point weapons aren't a problem, it's the lower hit point clothing that is a problem. So any actual clothing that is tattered gets melted down unless it's flawless. I'm figuring if it's flawless, it has some resale value. Maybe we don't wear it, but we sell it. I know, I'm working on it, Jungin. Trolla's working on it, friend. Trying to get better clothing. So let's hope that those changes help. Yeah, he's sewing winter clothing now. Wood. What's the requirement for a workshop, actually? Armor's okay, yeah, I don't have room for that. I was gonna go like, oh, if it's cheap to make a workshop, I'll just have a workshop for increased speed, but no. We need a lot more production facilities than what I have available to me. Who's idle? Rager? Oh, he's probably stranded. Yeah. Scumdog, can you haul limestone to there? And Rager, can you construct this soil? Is there not enough soil there? Okay. Well then, get soil. Oh, I can't, because it's outside of the bounds. So just wait to construct the stairwell, I guess. Of course, he builds himself into a hole. Is Scumdog coming? Oh, jeez. He is, but, like, it's going to take him a while. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is, because I'm not willing to wait that long, I'm just going to have Rager compromise the ramp and get himself out of there, and then, like, dig another hole to put the ramp, to put the trenches back. I'll just try to keep an eye on him to not have him do that in the future, because, like, yeah, it's not great to be locked back there. I think I might be coming to the point where I have to do a full reboot of the game soon, too. Maybe not quite yet, but it feels like it. The good news is this was all, like, nice limestone, which is going to be good construction material. So before I forget, cue that to be dug, so that we don't backdoor ourselves. I think Scumdog's already heading out there to mine. Brilliant. Oh, look at all the predators. There's a lot of predators around. Oh, you know, this is not necessary. Because there's a dirt ramp there. And then this one's not necessary because of the adjacent dirt ramp, too. So the area that needed to be excavated is done. Physical access to our base is not possible anymore. Trala, what is going on with your clothing, friend? I feel like you've been tailoring all day long. There's clothing next to you that looks... Oh, it's flimsy. Do better. And the sturdy stuff is kind of tattered. That? No, that's below 55. Okay. I'm just making sure that like I didn't screw up the bills, but they aren't screwed up. Average Beast, thank you for the bits. Because there's a dirt ramp there, I won't bother with this one, so we only really need one more. As far as I can tell. And then I can take on new projects. Because the mountain will be made safe. So, what should I build next? Workshop? Bedrooms? Church? Moat? Wall? Defenses? Or other viewer suggestions? There's a lot of things. Oh, you know what? I'll also add farm. Farmland and viewer suggestions. There you go. So if there's something not included in the list that you're like, hey, you should do that, you can just vote viewer suggestions and get it added. So one error checking is if I path here, yep, that's pretty proof. We have to go in the front door to get on the mountain. So the mountain is physically isolated from the rest of the map terrain. So this entire mountain is essentially a private mountain only for us, which is exactly what we wanted. So it's good to confirm that that is the case. It's our private mountain. And the only way to get there is through the reinforced front door, which we're not going to let raiders into. It also means that this can be destroyed. There's no reason the animals shouldn't be able to access the other side. I'm not growing anything here yet. I see that farmland is getting voted on. So I'll replace this staircase with a ladder, seeing that farmland is queued. But the reason I wanted to do that is I wanted to dig the alternative stair path up here. So that we can go up to either side of the area just as easily. Meaning that this pyre is going to get destroyed. As will that stuff. Right, bud? So I think probably the bottom layer of the keep won't have farmland, because that is most likely to be patrolled for military. So it doesn't make sense to put farmland on that tier to keep our farmers safer. Trala, are you still struggling with winter clothes? Hey, there's some good winter clothes there, Mr. Trala. Let's have you haul them. Oh, there's no stockpile for them. Is that? Yeah, I guess that's true. So here, we have Apparel out. Cool. I'd like to get him wearing clothing, because he's kind of been complaining about it. So I'm hoping not to have to force him to wear it, but rather to haul it to the stockpile and go, oh, you know, I can wear this. Nope, he's not smart enough. Okay. Taking a look at everyone else. I think okay, you have flimsy clothing that needs to come off. Scumdog has flimsy clothing that needs to come off. That's still fine. Wow, flawless. Oh, I bought that, didn't I? And sturdy. So yeah, some more flimsy clothing is required. Got it. Flimsy clothing to be replaced. Looks like you all are for Operation Farmland. And I am down to fulfill your request. Happy holidays to you too, Vivid Pixel. Oh, why are we... Oh yeah, no, we are mining that. You are correct. So we're gonna, just like the other side, put a door here. This brazier probably has to get moved because it's in the doorway. And then this will be a stairwell up to the other side. That way it's a lot shorter of a path to get to the funeral pyres if we need to. And then I'll have physical, Merlins for the other side of the gate too. So regardless of the side that enemies come in on, we can shoot them. But shooting them is good. Farmland has won the polls. So once physical access up here is done, I'll start getting the soils moved where we can start growing on our mountain. So you guys voted that I have like terrace tiers. So I'll start working on that. I think in order to make it look pretty, what I will do is have block pathing around the terrace tiers. So I might actually excavate all this out eventually, so that we can walk along the path, and there will be like a physical path around the crops. It might look nice, and it's not too much more work, and it will actually make our fortress look like a fortress, and not like a weird sort of dirt hill that we live on, that we're like sowing crops on. So that's the plan. And I'll focus on just the bottom tier first, and then I'll work my way up when we need more farmland. And maybe just keep the front not farmland. You know, keep the front more defensive so we can have layers of archers if we want. Because the higher the height advantage and the further out we are with better bows, the harder we are to hit and the more safe we will be from raiders. Thank you for tuning in to Going Medieval, which originally streamed live on Twitch December 23rd and December 24th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below, but please keep in mind that this episode was cut from a live stream marathon, and all the content has already been recorded, so changes cannot be made. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams, and a link to that can be found in the description of this video, and also a link to Discord if you would like to join my online gaming community. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and everyone that turned out to the live stream, and also viewers like you that made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow restitutionists and oak brethren.